what I need. And so often we don't live in the awareness of our own blessings. You remember when you were going to school and then the rich kid would come and he'd open his lunchbox and you'd open your lunchbox and you'd pull out some sort of gross smashed together sandwich that mom put together for you, maybe just a mayonnaise sandwich on some Wonder Bread. You know what I mean? You were poor, you know? Let's just realize this, all right? You just didn't have the greatest, nicest stuff. And then there was always that other kid at the table, right, who would open up their Scooby-Doo lunchbox, you know, the limited edition one, and they'd pull out one of those Lunchables. They didn't even finish that one, but they had another one in there just in case, you know, and they open it up and it's got the pepperoni, it's got the cheese sticks, it's got the stuff, and there you are with your mayonnaise sandwich, mayonnaise kind of on the corners of your lips, you know, and he's dipping that cheese into some other kind of cheese. It's from France, it's imported, I don't know, you know, he's got more stuff than you. And you would look at it and go, oh man, if I could only have that kind of stuff, if I could only get to that level of success. Well, let me tell you something. On a very, very real sense, on a global scale, you're that kid. You're the kid that has everything. You are the kid that has the nice Lunchable. You are the kid that has the fancy lunchbox. You are the kid that all the other kids look at and go, man, his daddy must be rich. Man, his mommy must be rich. Man, did you see the car that his dad or his mom dropped them off in? I think that's the maid dropping them off. I don't even think that's his parent. Man, they have everything. Let me just tell you something. Jesus says, in this model prayer says, pray that your needs will be met. And you are the rich kid at school. You are the kid that has everything. Did you realize that about 20% of the world, roughly 20% of every person alive right now doesn't have electricity? That's about 1 out of every 5 people in the world right now. They don't have electricity to their home. Far more than that don't have clean water. You realize that over 80% of the world, 8 out of every 10 people alive, over 80% of the people alive right now live on less than $10 a day. You realize that over about 51% live on about $2 a day? And that there are billions of people alive right now that live, if you can call it that, on less than $1 a day? You're the rich kid. Listen, I'm not saying you don't have needs. I'm not saying you don't have bills. I'm not saying that, but hear me clearly. You live in a state of constant blessing. You live riding the crest, the very peak of an overflow of God's blessing in this world.